Hi guys, it's me, Danielle Danibuttons, and I'm here today for my November monthly wrap-up video. I'm going to show you all of the pages I have colored in November, which was Buddy Colorathon. Right now I'm actually filming pretty early. It is only the 25th, but obviously tomorrow in the States is Thanksgiving, and I'm actually really hoping to get a good head start on filming for December videos. So I think any coloring I do the rest of this month will be for December. So I probably wasn't going to show you anyway. But of course, anything that I do color and don't show you, I will show you next month. So do not fear. Yes, this month was Buddy Colorathon. To be honest with you, I wish I got even more Buddy colors in. I managed to do like 10 one-on-ones. And then obviously I did a bunch of the group ones. So I didn't do terrible. I have about 20 pictures finished, maybe 25. We'll see as we go. I wish I would have done more, but this month felt the quickest of all the months so far. I don't know if anyone else felt like that. So let's just jump into what I did. Of course, I'm going to be attempting to link everything down below. I will definitely be linking the people. If I don't do as well linking the books, I apologize, but you'll definitely see the people. First, I have a small stack of works in progress. This is a Disney Pixel book, Grand Classics. I have not yet finished this. I'm so close. I'm working on this with Ashley from Ashley's World in Color, but to my knowledge, she hasn't finished hers either, which is why I'm okay showing you this. But I really like this. I'm started doing a hybrid of circle, like dot method and X method. So I've been doing the X method in the background and then the circle method on the main image. So this is Rapunzel and Flynn. It was Princess Month in my little theming of Disney page picking. So this is what I picked. She actually did a different princess in this book. We decided that together and I'm really close. I will finish this soon. Time just got away from me a little bit, but I have been using the Inkonics by Arteza in here. They're a pretty new to me item that I really enjoy using in these books. It's a very nice fine line and of course works for the dot method too. So that is this book. Next up, I have my work in progress from Fairy Tales by Emily Liedel Oberg. This, I was actually working on Jamie from Jamie's Coloring Loves Buddy Color that she did as a group video. I think she did 3 whole parts on it, which was awesome, and I just didn't finish. I'm trying to use my new Holbeins in here that I got for my birthday, and I'm scared. So that's a sneak peek. Hopefully I'll finish it up. Holbeins are super pastel. Like I've colored the rabbit heads and I feel like on camera it's hard to even tell. I don't know what happened with my color choices. Things went off the rail. And again, especially at this point, I was very out of practice using pencils. So I have since colored a full page in pencils. So maybe that will help me jump back into this one. But I didn't know what I was doing. And this was my first attempt with the Holbeins. And so far, I'm liking them. They're just, I'm not used to them. So that is that page. Hopefully I will get to finish that up sooner rather than later. I really love Emily Liedel Oberg. She's also the artist for Sagor Ox Sagner, which I know is very disappointing that it is no longer in print. But this book is still available on Amazon for like $9. So I definitely recommend purchasing this one if you have wanted to try her out. This is one of the only books that I'm like considering getting a second copy of because I love it so much. Then for works in progress, I also did a few of the outlinings for my Christmas Advent pages. So hopefully we'll link the Advent up above, but I am planning on doing a page a day. And because of that, I don't know if I would have time to also do the outlining. So I have 2 pages in here that I did the outlining for. It's going to be hard to tell because it's silver, but hopefully you can see. Maybe? So I outlined everything in silver. This is my teddy bear tree. And then I outlined this one in green, but they're both metallic. So can you see this one a little bit better? Maybe, but outlining them will make it much easier to use my alcohol markers because the metallic ink will kind of hold it in and then it won't spread. It is a totally unnecessary step. You do not have to do it, but I enjoy the outlining process. I just don't always have time to do it all in one sitting. So this is the page I've done. Since doing this page, I picked up the tip to outline the whole outside too in a thin line, because then you won't get like the bleeding on the sides. And I actually used water-based markers for this one, so it's not really the same. That's why it's a little bit streaky. I'm hoping to use alcohol markers going forward. And then I also did the outlining for the 2 pages I'm intending to do in Mickey, Donald & Co. These outlinings, again, are my favorite part, especially in this book. I did like 20 pages of just the outlines, but I'm hoping to finish these 2 pages. So this is Goofy wrestling with some lights, and this is Donald Duck and the wreath. This image is from Mickey's Christmas Carol, which is quite possibly my favorite Christmas media to consume. But if you did not see my Advent video, a quick rundown, I picked 30 different pages and put an index card with a sticker, and then 25 of them, I think 24, I don't know if I did one for Christmas Day, I put matching stickers and put them in my wall calendar, and then I'm going to pick every day and find the matching one and hopefully do that page. So that is what that is about, and now I have a nice head start having done those 4. It still might be a lofty goal. We're going to see. Now we're starting to get into the buddy colors. Everything is mixed up, what I'm showing you. I was originally going to try to like make categories, but I think it all got mixed up. So this is one of the first ones I did from A Million Sloths by Lulu Mayo. Super cute book. And I did, where are you at? I see the tab in there. I did this one. I forgot. Okay, so I did this with Kristi from Crafting with Kristi. And I love what I did, if I'm honest with you. I used my pastels for the sloths themselves. I used some glitter gel pen. It looks like I used either pencils for the flower work. And then this whole background is actually washi tape. So I just put down strips of washi tape and then just like cut it with a little X-Acto knife around the circle. And I think that came out really cool. This actually happened because I was like, Sam, which is my husband, what do I do in the background? And he's like, bricks. I was like, what are you talking about? No. But then I was like, wait a minute, maybe I can do something like that. So yeah, this is just one washi tape that I just layered up and I cut in the circle. Luckily, washi tape is pretty easy to see through, so you could see the lines of the circle. And I really like how this came out, and I want to continue to do washi work, because if you've seen my room tour, I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rolls of washi tape, and I need to use it more. So that is that one. Thank you, Kristi, for coloring with me. Whew! Next up, this is like video 4 for the day, so I'm like winded and I'm thirsty and but hopefully my energy is still high because I had such a great time this month coloring with so many people. Next up was another buddy color from Whimsical World number 4 by Molly Harrison. Fairies, mermaids, animals, flowers, and cuteness galore. Adult coloring book for the young at heart. So this is super cute, and my buddy actually had like 100-page version of Molly Harrison's work. So if you have that book, these books are in there. So you can also find people that have those. But I colored this with my friend Jess, who just recently started a channel, which is Gummy Bear Colors. Again, it will be linked down below. But we did this page, and it is super sparkly. I used a bunch of stuff on this too. The light pink background is my pastels again, which are the Jane Davenports. I'm pretty sure I just use alcohol markers on all the branchworks and the ladybugs. And then on the girl herself, all of the glitter is with my 2 hands glitter markers. That was actually a gift from my friend Jenny. So you can see all that sparkle and shine, I hope. It was a lot. That was a big space to be using so much glitter, but I love it. And I love to do this and then be glittery myself. So this was a lot of fun, and hopefully I will get to continue buddy coloring with Jess as time goes on. I love, she messages me and will like show me the page she's going to work on in her Disney books, and I have to try to guess it, and I'm pretty good at it, if I do say so myself. Sometimes I need to look at like the color code to help, but... And then hers also came out super beautiful. And what's so cool about her is that she does like 6 pages in each book before moving on. So if you go to her Instagram, which again will be linked down below, there'll be like tons from this book. And I just wish that I had that dedication. So Next up is a book I just did for a video. This was not a buddy color. This is Sea Circles by Tabitha L. Barnett. Whew, and I did this Orca page. So I did this for the black and white and one challenge, which is basically I could only use black and white and then one color. I ended up using one blue gel pen, and it is a very simple one, but I think it is striking and it made sense with what it was. I used a gel pen, a jelly roll. What are you called? It was the black one, but this is the Jelly Roll Metallic by Sakura, to outline the whale and again kind of create a dam to keep the alcohol ink from spreading everywhere into the white space especially, and it worked really well and it gives you a little extra shimmer. And then this was all just one Color It glitter gel pen that I did most of the accents. I also did, I don't know, it's so hard to tell with the black and the silver because the way they just present on the light, but I also did some more metallic jelly roll accents here and there that I hope you are seeing. But there is that page. That was my first page in this book. Then another video, this was, what was the name of this video? Let Fate Decide. And I ended up with a page from Mystery Lines by Kira Sherzhneva, also called Color Relaxation. I forget that literally every time. And I decided, Fate decided what book, Fate decided what page, Fate decided what color, Fate decided what tool. It was an intense video, but we ended up doing this one, which is Ben Franklin, which I think you can see even better on camera than in person. I could tell who he is, but it's so cool how it comes out even better on camera, to be honest with you. Like his eyes a lot more defined on the camera and some of his facial features. But this is a fun and relaxing. I don't know if you can tell this on camera, but at about this line, I switched from my Inkonic fine liners to a Sharpie pen or Sharpie permanent marker. And I'm very happy to have done that because this was a lot of effort up here. So I conquered fate that day, but there is that one. And for another video, this was actually for Buddy Colorathon Week 1. I did a page in 100 beautiful mandalas that I don't know if I posted it. Oh, I did, but this is when I couldn't find my Mickey Post-its, and these are like the cheapest Target Post-its from 2015. They're not very good, to be honest with you, but here was my page. So again, at the bottom it says Buddy Colorathon, and I go in order in this book, but I also secretly go from the back now too, so I kind of have two choices. And I used all glitter gel pens, 5 different colors, and I actually gave everyone a color palette. It's been really cool seeing people do my color palette on their pages or just do other mandalas. I think this was one of the most successful weeks with lots and lots of mandalas out there. I think it's because obviously mandalas are pretty easily accessible, so hopefully everyone liked that. I'm just being distracted by the glitter myself right now. I like it a lot, and this was intending to be kind of like a birthday theme. The example picture had a nice candy lollipop, so I like it. And again, hopefully you're seeing at least a little bit of that glitter, but it's there, believe me. Next up is a buddy color with Selena from Instagram, and I'll link her down below. And she actually gifted this to me for my birthday, and then we buddy colored from it. This is Dreamlings, Volume 1 by Edwina McNamee. And we did this page. So again, I will link her. And this is like, this book has half the pages with white backgrounds and then half with black backgrounds. So we picked this one, and I really like how this came out. I used glitter for their like manes and tails and scales, and then I used my pastels again. I was really in a pastel-y mood. I really love those pastels a lot. And more glitter in the background. My idea was that it was like the pink dragon and the blue dragon were coming together to make purple love, maybe. That was the idea behind this. But hers came out really great too, and this was fun to do. I like it. It's a good time. So I could have colored in even more of the little background dots, but I thought that was just going to get overwhelming. I was thinking of doing silver or more purple, but this is what we got. So I love it. Next up, I'm surprised this is this early in the stack. Usually I save it for last, but I actually have 2 pages done in my favorite book, Yippee Kawaii. I love this book a lot. Volume 2 is coming soon. I cannot wait. But the first one I did was this beautiful page. I don't know why. I can't call my own work beautiful. Sorry. I did this with Kathy from The Colorful Colorist, who I'm pretty sure that is her channel name and her Instagram, so I will link that down below. And I'm pretty sure this was her first page in this book. And I tried to use my color scheme to be like primary colors adjacent. So instead of a red, it's like a magenta, and instead of a true blue, it's like a navy, and then instead of a regular green, it's like a teal, I guess. And I love how this book is set up, and it has 8 slots up here for color testing, and I try to limit myself to that palette. I've seen beautiful work when people use tons of colors and when they use even fewer, but I try to do like 5 colors, like markers or whatever I'm using, and then 3 gel pens, glitter. So that's what I did here. And I personally tend to work from the inside out. So I have clear glitter that I'm not sure if it's going to come up. It's on the face of the clock and on the glue bottles. Then I have my green apples. And then I have some yellow glitter that I just think is like even tinier. Accessories? I don't know, man. My brain is fried. Tiny little bits, tiny little extras. I don't know what we want to call it. But I really like how this came out. And I love this book so much. And I want everyone to have it. So if you don't have it, you should buy this book. And we can buddy color together. There's 30 pages in here. For whatever it is about it, it just flows so easy for me. And once I start, I just want to like finish the whole page at once. The second page is this ice cream page, and I actually did this one on live stream. So you should check that out if you haven't. The replay is up. But this page I used watercolor paint, which was unique for me in this book, but I think it came out pretty well. There's the tiniest bit of like warping, but barely. The paper handled it really, really well. So you definitely could do this in this paper. Again, for this one, it was with watercolor, so all 8 colors are not glitter. I was thinking of adding glitter, but I kind of like how it came out just as it is. And I like these books too or this book, so far, every one of my pages has had a very different color palette. So I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, again, this one's more colors than I would usually do, but it's so cute. So I love it. So can't wait for volume 2. Can't wait for volume 2. Next up was from Mickey and Friends coloring book. This Shaina actually sent me as a gift for my birthday. And we're supposed to buddy color from this, but I'm not sure if she's going to have it done, but that's okay. I had a good time, and I kind of went off the rails with this one too. And if it's okay with Shaina, I might end up using this book as like a Disney glue book and like color some of it and then like glue some extra stuff in. Here's the madness that happened with this one. So this is Pooh Bear and his balloons. And I ended up filling his balloons with washi tape again. So I had a different idea, which is why these washi tapes are the ones I picked. But I like how it came out still. And then I used markers on him. And then I went crazy in the background. And I used my pastels and tried to make it look like Pooh's floating in space and like the galaxy. And I used paint splatters. I think it was just acrylic paint that I watered down. And there's also some shimmer that I'm not sure if you can tell or not. But that is what I did, and I think it was a lot of fun. So how I do this, again, is I put the washi tape down, and then I take my X-Acto knife and cut around it. Unfortunately, I cut a little bit through Minnie Mouse, and that's kind of why I was thinking of making this a glue book, because then I can just glue over this page and then just keep going. And also, some of these images are more intense than others, so I'm not really a soccer person. I'm not sure when I would have colored that anyway, but like I love Tiana, so I'll probably color that, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully I might use this as kind of a Disney glue book, especially if that's okay with Shaina. But there's a lot of cute stuff in here, and there's a lot of cute stuff that's like related to the parks. So like them with the Dole Whip and them in the Tower of Terror, and I really enjoy that. I love merchandise and pictures of them in their cars. I just think that's super cool. So that is that one. Next up was a buddy color with Azraa, who I think her channel name is just her name, and I don't know how to pronounce her last name. But she said I know how to pronounce her first name. So I'm just going to link her down below. And we did a page in Shark by Color Questopia, which, that's right, shark instead of sharks. But I always think that's funny. So we did this page. Uh-oh, I'm getting text messages just blocking up my page. Okay. We did this page. I ended up using black gel pen for my lines on this one, which I enjoyed doing, and a lot of bright, fun colors. So I think, yes, okay. So this, I used my Parku permanent markers that I got as a gift for my birthday. I am very conflicted. There's yellowing. I think it's showing. It's only for the reds. It's on this side too. I don't know if it went completely through. Not yet. That's incredibly frustrating to me. I was in a super permanent marker mood this month, so I did a few pictures with the permanent markers, but I'm really sad for them to be doing that. And obviously, I had stuff in there. It just happened afterwards. So we'll see what happens with those. Those might be used for pages that come completely out of the book. Who knows? Next up, I have a page in 50 Autumn Miniatures. This was actually for Shaina's group video. And yes, in here, I just ended up keeping an extra page in there forever, which is not ideal to do going forward. But this was for the week she did scarecrows. So I did all of this with the Parku markers. Taking a sip of water, one moment, please. So I mostly just straight colored with the markers. I did a little bit of sass on the sunflowers, but not too much. There we go. I love how that turned out. I really enjoy these books by Camellia Angelkova. Now I have 2 pages in here, which is Chibi Girls Grayscale 2-in-1 by Jade Summer. There's a whole bunch of Jade Summer drama going on, so go into their Facebook group if you want to find out more. But this one I did as a buddy color with Michaela, who is coloring by Mickey on Instagram. She also just started a YouTube channel, but it's not coloring related, so I'll see what I can find for links. We did this girl. I really like how this came out. I did her dress. It's supposed to be sheer, so it's like just glitter. And then I also at the end, why is there sound coming out of my watch right now? Shh. Tried to give her freckles. I don't know. Shh. What's going on? I'm gonna turn the sound off, please. Okay. I don't know if you can see this freckles on screen, but I did. And I just like her hair and dress combo. And I actually didn't color in the buildings. I was thinking about it, but I was like, if I colored them, I would just be coloring them gray. So I just left them, and I like how it came out. And then this is the page I did for Buddy Colorathon week 3. Oops, my Post-its are peeking out. It's fine. So hopefully you saw that video. This was based on the outfit I wore on my actual birthday when I made this cake. And yeah, so this is like a depiction of my actual day. And I've seen a bunch of people recreate this one, so that's fun. And I appreciate that. And I really love this book, so I wish that Jade Summer would get it together. Next up is 50 Nighttime Mandalas by Camellia Angelkova, and I did a buddy color in here with Elizabeth, who is ER Joy on Instagram. I will link her down below. And she picked a color palette. It's this one, not that one. She picked a color palette. She picked teal, purple, and gray. And this is what I came up with. So I used a glitter and a not glitter for each of them. And I really like how it came out. I feel like things just feel different on the black background, and it's really cool. So I just wrote Buddy Colorathon with Elizabeth, the date, And that's my second in this book. So I wrote number 2 down at the bottom. Now I did a few Disney pages, of course. So this was for week 2. Nope, it wasn't. This was a buddy color. Whoopsie doodle. This was a buddy color with Rachel, who has a channel, Minnie Rachie. Or that's her Instagram. It might be Minnie Rach. I don't know. I will link it. Do not fear. And again, for Princess Month, this time we both decided we were going to do a Cinderella page. And this is mine. So this is from Tomb 7. And it's definitely a unique pose for her. But I like how it came out. I don't think this was... Oh, no. Okay. So in this volume, they don't really do the black outlining anymore. They just kind of do it like in a darker shade of whatever is next to it. But I actually really like the black outlining. So I just look at the back and I put my own black outlining in. So that's what happened on this one. But that's fun. This one should be the one I did for week 2 of Buddy Colorathon. Let's see. Yes. So I did this video too. Hopefully you saw it. This was my Rapunzel. I like how this came out. And I saw a few people doing Rapunzel pages too, which is super awesome. And yeah, not much to say about that. I used Crayola Super Tips. And I outlined with a Tombow Dual Tip Black. So there is that one. And then my final Disney buddy color is from Tomb 3. Where's my post-it? There it is. Nope. It just folded over. And I did this one with Audrey, who is also on Instagram. So I will be linking her Instagram down below. And for this time, she's the one that we always come up with the most creative ways to pick. This time, we knew it was Princess Month in my crazy world. So we decided to assign each other a volume and then pick any princess we want. So she picked 3 for me, and I picked this page of Belle. And it came out really cool. So, funny story. I was actually doing the buddy color with Audrey at the same time as Rachel, and I accepted them both, and then I was coloring. I ended up outlining them both, and then Rachel told me she was done, and I was like, oh no, I'm not done. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need to rush and finish. And then Audrey was like, oh, I'm not done yet. Take your time. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll do the other one first and then send that to her, and then I can do this one. So what I ended up doing, I did this one first. And this was my buddy color with Audrey. So I sent it to her, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's not even your page. And it was a funny slip up, I think. I hope that nobody was mad. But I finished them both after all, and I had a good laugh about it. Hopefully they did too. I realized right now I've missed the tip of her thumb, but it's going to stay white forever. So that was that story. Whew. Next up, I'm pretty sure these few I did on my own. A few of them might be from before Buddy Colorathon started. I finished a few pages in October after I finished filming my October wrap-up. So this is just a page from Stone Mosaics by Belba Family. And again, this was with those parkoos. And again, they are leaking everywhere, shadowing, yellowing, I don't know. For this book, though, I work back to front, so I don't think it's going to bother me too much besides the principle of the matter. But I actually have really enjoyed doing this page. Did I do a second one? No, I thought about it, but I really liked this one. So I will very likely be purchasing any more they come out with in this series. There's a little sneak peek of all the types. Next, this one was definitely done. Oh, there's 2 in here before this month started. It is Color by Number Patterns from Jade Summer. I did this one. No, I did this one for my ASMR video. So that is what I did. Oh, here's a fun thing I learned. I thought I was so slick by writing what number pen I was using on this side in just like a black ballpoint pen. No, I was not slick, because when you do the next page, it totally bleeds through, which I'll show you in a second. So I have started using a big Post-it and writing down my colors on that. I do that in case, instead of keeping all 10 out at once, I'll just do all of 5 and put it back. And then if I ended up missing one, I'll know which marker I used. I'm sure that was easy to figure out. I didn't need to explain it, but this was what I did for my ASMR video. And I think it came out fun. There's a lot of like over the lines because I was so focused on being really quiet. So, and then this was the second one I did. And this is where you can see all of the ones I did on the back. I don't know if it's coming up on camera, but I see it. So that's unfortunate. But what can you do? You live and you learn. I still had fun doing it. For whatever reason, there are so many yellows in this book, and I like yellow, so it's not a huge deal, but it's just a lot of yellow. One more sip. Oh. I'm getting so many messages, like, don't people know when I'm filming? You geese. Next, the rest of the pile is all the Christmas pages I have done. So this is Christmas Fantasy by Color Questopia, and I think I did 2 pages in here. Yes. So I work backwards in most of these books. So I did this Santa and the canoe. And I also, this was my other problem. So I used those parkours. Can you see, it looks like there's a bunch of fingerprints in it. And I don't understand what happened. I'm not sure if like this page greased off that. I don't think you can tell, but it looks greasy. I don't think it feels greasy, but it looks like it's wet. It's very weird. I don't know, but I didn't have the best luck with the parkours. And again, you can see all of Santa in the background there, yellow. Can you tell? Can you tell? See how this color looks grease? Like, why does it look like that? I don't know. But I did that page, and I did this page, which is Santa reading and checking his list with that snowman. So, super cute, super unfortunate about the markers, though. I use the markers on here too, and you can almost see a fingerprint forming. Like, these are permanent markers, so I'm not really sure what's going on. But there's that. And then I also did, a page in Festive Christmas by Such and Such Diva. I reviewed this, did a whole video flip, and I did a page, this one. So I enjoy how this came out. This is a simpler color by number, but that's real nice, especially for Christmas, to just have a fun, quick page. I always pick my colors as I go. So next time I do it, 10, which is blue, will still be blue, but it will definitely be a different shade. So that's just how I do my color by numbers. My 11, my turquoise, was super running out, and I don't think you can tell too bad, but it was a struggle as I was doing it. 2 left. Whew. Next up, we have Christmas Color by Number by Color Questopia. And I did the back page in this one too. So these are my first time with the black backgrounds. I used those same parkour markers. Again, I was just in the mood for them, and I had gotten them as a gift for my birthday, so I went crazy. And they actually wanted me to do much lighter blues. It is 2 different colors, but they were much lighter, and I was like, it's nighttime, I'm doing dark blues. So that's what I did, and I ended up using the lighter blue for Santa's blanket instead. But I think it still looks good. So looking forward to do more in here. I have them all tabbed out for my advent calendar. And the final page, we've made it to the end, is Christmas Delights Cross Stitch Adult Coloring Book by Alice Mills Publishing, Volume 2. And I did, I did those for my advent calendar. This is the one I finished. So this is called Living My Best Life. This paper is very glossy, so I hope you can see. But I used those same parkour markers, and I did not go back to front. I just picked one I thought was super cute, but I might going forward because, as you can see, it does bleed through on the parts that are light enough. So we will see. I did pick random ones for Advent, so I guess I won't be going back to front. But hopefully you can see that it says it's time for cookies, cocoa, and movies, and that's really all I want right now. Also, so they give you the little example over here so you can tell what you're doing a little bit. The symbols are really, really tiny and kind of hard to see, but with the example, I figured it out. So, that is it. I don't know if I'm just super chatty, but that felt like a ton. So, I'm hoping December's a really good month too. I want to thank everyone again for participating in Buddy Colorathon. I hope that you made some new friends and new coloring relationships and that this community is even better now. So let me know what you think. Do we want to make Buddy Colorathon an annual thing? Let me know. I wish I got to color with more of you, but next month I probably won't have time for Buddy Colors, but when we hit 2021, I'm going to be coloring with everybody again. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, let's say cross stitch. Why not? And thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time. I know there's about 50% of you that are not subscribed, and I think you should be subscribed. I post videos every other day, and I do some fun stuff. So thanks for watching. I'll be back in 2 days with something new, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.